Halfwit faces eviction for the 4th time in a row. Can Shri make mission impossible possible and survive? It's Shri versus Halfwit. Welcome to Big Brother. Now, this week, the nation has absolutely sweltered in the summer heat, and the sun's been high in the sky, and the housemates have been getting hot and bothered, and we're now about to raise the temperature even more. Yes, dudes. It's that time of the week when we throw another chump on the eviction barbie, and tonight we've got a couple of choice cuts for you. Yeah. Halfwit is hated by most of the housemates because he's posh, he's patronising, he's got a game plan and he's annoying, and Shri is hated by most of his housemates because he's annoying. Lisa, Chris and Carly would do anything to see Halfwit walk through those doors tonight, and Marcus and Noreen would love to finally see Shri off. But as we all know, that is out of their hands and firmly in yours. So, get your eviction glad rags on, everyone. Yes, the night is young, and you have a housemate to dispose of. To evict Halfwit, call 09016 16 16 05. 09016 16 16 05. Or to evict Shri, call 09016 16 16 16. 09016 16 16 16. Calls cost 35p from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary, and from mobiles will cost considerably more. Details and terms can be found at channel4.com/Big Brother, and the line's going to close later on in the show. And please, when you dial those numbers carefully. Anyway, we've got time now for some house action, and the housemates are putting together their luxury budget. And on the shopping list this week, we had sundries, booze, and one almighty row.
Dear 29, 1:14 p.m. Some of the housemates are in the garden.
It's just like, it doesn't matter who leaves, you're always like, oh shit.
It's like one person.
Down.
But personally, me, it's a big damage.
Siavash is in the diary room collecting a blackboard and some chalk so housemates can complete their weekly shopping list.
Come on, gang. I guess Shri and Thingy, you guys stop. Shri, calculator. Charlie, shopping.
Oh, 395 plus 19 and 20 quid for alcohol.
That can't be a full week's.
After passing this week's shopping task, housemates have a luxury shopping budget of £5 per head per day.
Why 385?
Let's have a look
Should
at
be
that.
500 something, right?
No, that's right for now.
Get carried away. I didn't think anyone was in the garden then.
Hey?
I didn't think anyone was in the garden there.
Right, so cabbage, carrots.
Hey,
Yes.
Yeah, get carrots.
is it 22 bananas? 11
We've
bananas?
done it. Yeah, catch up, mate.
17.
Oh, ketchup on my
22 multiplied by 12. 22 multiplied by 12.
Oh, she said 11 in the first place.
No, it's 22.
Yeah, we've done it ages ago, too, so don't listen.
Oh, shut up.
Well, you obviously don't listen because we've moved on from there about 5
Tell me
minutes
13,
ago.
13 is how much? 169. Thank you.
Okay, 22.
Tell me what it's like to have sex with a woman. Shut up,
Yeah,
thank
shut
you.
up.
Thank you.
Old brain is arguing with me.
No, don't take shit to me.
Let's do this first, argue after.
I mean, yeah.
4.
Bloody hell.
4.
Oh,
34
sorry, 80
cents. 34 cents. Pence.
What's that, 4 carrots?
And 4.
24, yeah?
Yeah.
£1.36. Way too slow.
Marcus, please shut up. If you want to calculate.
1313s.
26.
Oi, talk in Indian language, idiot. You can't talk in Indian language. You
Guys,
Please,
exactly.
Shri, we're
She's
trying
always
to talk
taking
to
mickey
you.
out of my language, idiot. Ain't got no manners. Old enough in
trying to
Shut
do
up,
this.
you girl.
Yeah, shut up.
Shiri, come
Old
here.
mouth. How many?
Shiri, Continue doing the thing.
Yeah, I'm calculating he's doing.
Come here.
Go, carry on then.
Carry on.
4 multiplied
Ask him
by
to shut up
89
then.
cents.
Such an idiot.
You can show with this.
Are they mushrooms?
Sure, sis, you shot. £3.20.
Romeo done.
Peppers.
I like him.
Peppers on.
£3.20.
Onions first. Do the onions. We want a lot of onions.
Well, 89p.
£3.54.
How many?
5 potatoes. 5 bags of potatoes.
5.
5, do you think?
Such an idiot. I never see him in my life at all.
What are you arguing about now?
No, he's
Always
taking a mickey out of my language.
Who?
All the time,
Marcus.
Marcus. He's always taking mickey out of my, like the way
say
I
something
speak.
to him then. Tell him.
Tell him to speak Indian.
That's what I said. Speak like me in Indian language.
It's just me.
He's taking always mickey out of me. Always. And I'm doing calculation.
What's he say to you now?
No, she was called me to calculate. Yeah, I'm calculating. All of a sudden, he got involved in the middle.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, shut up, you're too slow. Shut up, you're too slow. Talking like me, exactly.
Say something to him then.
Should he go there and carry on doing your thing?
No, I don't want to carry on. Let him calculate, use his brain.
Yeah, but you know, you can't stop doing because you have a problem with one person.
I know.
Shri, just go and carry on, lad.
No, he's opposite. Look,
I know, go on.
Chris,
I know.
maybe it is my last day. I need to have a very good time with people. And
Do what you're good at. You're the best person here for that, so go and do it.
Shri, don't bother.
He's pissing me off, and the people
You know,
are
I tell you, Shiri, if you have any problem like with this thing, the language, go and talk to Big Brother, say we're not happy with this language thing, because I wouldn't be happy as well.
Go and complain.
I think this language thing is not a good thing, because if people joke with my English, when joke is fine.
Yeah, joke is fine. When I'm doing calculate
but
seriously.
in this situation, I don't think it's fine.
Go to Big Brother and see him.
He's taking my ask him to come India and speak Indian language, idiot. He ain't got no brain.
And we've got more of that disagreement after this short break. Hello and welcome back to Big Brother. Tonight, either the name of Shri or Halfwit will be emblazoned on the eviction wall of shame. Is it finally the end for Halfwit, or is this the shriall and end-all for the student president? Did you know that? Did you? To evict Halfwit, call 09016 16 16 05. That's 09016 16 16 05. Or to evict Shri, call 09016 16 16 16. That's 09016 16 16 16. Got more from the house now. And with no end in sight to the arguing, Marcus and Shri are sent to the naughty room.
2:07 p.m. Most of the housemates are in the garden.
Just leave it, it's done. It's done.
No, two people are ruling it, and they're holding the list, and he was like, oh, shouting on me.
It's done. Put a fork in it, it's done.
And criticizing
done.
the way of language. No, it's not about that.
No one was criticising you, Tree, until you started abusing everyone.
Mate,
You were the first person to start abusing, yeah?
No.
People were saying things to you, and you weren't listening when you were adding up. So other people did it.
What do you mean?
Other people did it, and you was too slow because you didn't listen again. And then you started abusing everyone.
Seriously,
You started saying everyone was not as good as Matthew. You need to change your attitude because you started it,
why are you talking like me that far?
You started it. That's it. You started it, so you can't tell other people. You started it.
Why are you taking my mickey out of my language?
You started it. Because you did it to me just before.
I didn't.
13-13s? What's 13-13s? Who gives a fuck what 13-13s is?
I never
if you're
said
working
that.
out a different shopping list. You started insulting everyone, yeah? So you shut up. You started it. You started it. No one else. You started it. And then you started on everyone else as well.
You need to think about yourself.
I don't need to think about anything else. You need to just shut up and listen when people ask you stuff. And you need to stop insulting people all the time and then acting like that people start on you. You started all the trouble, so shut up.
You always be like a center of attraction. It's
started
none
it.
of your business. It's a
You
shopping list.
started it.
Everybody has a right to ask something, okay? I'm not like a greedy over there. I need this, I need this. I watch since 2 weeks I'm observing you.
Talking about something completely different.
Was like there,
why have you changed the argument? Why have you changed it?
Look.
Why have you changed it?
No. Look, Marcus, you never change
I'm not looking
anyway.
at anything. You start.
I'm going to hide over here. I can't handle it.
You do it to everyone.
Honestly, please leave me
Grow
alone.
up.
I need
Grow
a
up, yeah?
Oi, don't say shut up, okay?
I
Watch
said
your
grow
language.
up, and I'll say whatever I want to you, and you can't do fuck all about it.
No,
I can
please.
say anything
You
to you,
have
you can't
no
do a single
authority to
thing.
say shut up to me,
You can't
okay?
do anything
you
about
first of all
it.
shut up.
You
watch your
started
language,
abusing
watch
everyone.
your attitude,
Yeah,
and
well,
watch
why
your
don't you make
actions,
me? Why don't
okay?
you make me?
Thank
yeah?
you.
Why don't you make me?
Marcus,
I didn't abuse you. I didn't say one abusive thing to you. You abused me. You abused me.
Put the finger
I didn't
on my
say
face.
one.
Look, it's a
What's
bad...
my finger in your face? Look, I'll tell you what, Shrek. Tell you what, look, shut up. Shut up, and then when we get outside, then say it then, yeah? Say it when we're outside. Don't say a single more thing when we're in here. Let's see if you're so brave. Let's see if you're so brave when you're outside.
Why are you threatening me then? Why are you threatening? We will see
outside.
outside.
How am I threatening you?
What
No,
are you
I'm
going to do
not
outside
threatening
to
you.
me?
I'm not threatening you
What are
because
do
you're doing
outside
it to me.
I will approach
You're
the
doing it to
police.
me.
If you come to me outside the world, I will approach the police and I will teach you a big time lesson.
Could Marcus come to the diary room
That's it. Thank you. Thank you, big brother.
Oh my God, he's such a dumbass.
He's saying that, threatening that I will watch you outside the world. What you gonna do to me outside the world? I will put you in a prison and you will eat the dog food for 10 years, big time.
Sit down.
All your life, idiot. Don't have any manners for yourself. At the age of 35, you need to be growing like a big tree,
Look,
and you ain't got no brain for nothing.
He's left the room, dude.
Shh. Leave it now.
Big Brother has called you to the diary room to take some time to calm down.
Yeah, I am calm. Don't you think you ought to take Shree in here, since he's the one who starts it all the time? I didn't say one abusive thing to him, and I didn't threaten him at all either.
He's taking Mickey out of my language. He's taking a Mickey out of everything. I was patient.
Stop trying to be the victim.
Excuse
Just shut
me,
up for a second.
it's none of your business between me and Marcus. Thank you very much.
But you're kind of making it our business by talking about it loads when he's not here.
Keep out of it.
Well, Marcus isn't
Keep
here.
out of it. I am. You keep out of it.
Well, but you're not part of it either.
Yeah, so I'm telling you to keep out of it. That's what I'm doing. I'm not getting involved.
Well, I'm not getting involved
Yes, you
either. I was just saying a few words.
Stirring. Shut
There's
up.
no point saying those 3 words. Freddie,
Flip it.
are those words helping? They're not, so just stay quiet like we
Yeah,
have.
like all of us.
There's no point saying those small little words, is there? Just leave it.
He's bloody threatening me. Watch me outside. What I gonna do to you? What you gonna do to me?
Baby, just leave it for a bit now.
I
Come
don't
on.
leave it.
He thinks he's a big...
lad, honest to God, just take a breather.
Marcus, do you think you've acted in an inappropriate way?
Not at all, not for one split second. Just everything that comes out of his mouth is just another indication of how superior he feels to every single other person in here. And, you know, like I always say, people want to choose the path of least resistance. They're just like, oh, right, whatever. But sometimes, you know, some people have just got to say, no, actually, you started all of that. You know, your attitude just absolutely sucks and you've got to just belt up and stop doing it. You know, even in the garden, I didn't say one abusive thing to him, and he's just abusing me all the time. He's always telling me to shut up. You know, telling everyone to shut up. He's just a numpty. I just hope that he gets booted out tomorrow because, you know, people deserve to be punished for doing like shitty behaviour and that. Every single person's had an argument with him.
Marcus, in your discussion with Shree, the following words were said. Shree, watch your language, watch your attitude, and watch your actions. Marcus, why don't you make me? Marcus, can you tell Big Brother what do you mean by that?
He can make me shut up if he wants by using whatever means he can. Obviously, he can't hit me or he can't do anything like that. So, you know, what can he say? He can't say anything because he's got no argument. All his argument consists of is telling people to shut up or trying to get other people to fight his battles for him. And everyone else knows that he does the same technique. So basically, he can't make me. So what I said was to expose him, like I just told you, as somebody who's just a little game planning, little spiteful bastard. You know, and it's actually quite insulting for you to bring me in here just because, you know, I'm physically bigger than him or, you know, whatever. I mean, that's just rude.
Marcus, do you understand how saying, why don't you make me, could be interpreted as threatening behaviour?
Throughout the whole thing like this, I've maintained a defensive position. Even saying make me is still a defensive position because he's the one who initiated an argument. He's the one who came up to me. He's the one with his hands out like that.
Marcus, Big Brother will not tolerate threatening language in the Big Brother house. Do you understand?
All right, and we'll tell that to somebody who's used threatening language then, because I didn't.
Marcus, Big Brother does think that your language was threatening in that instance.
Yeah, well then you're wrong.
Big Brother would like to clarify whether or not you do understand how the language you used could be interpreted as threatening behaviour.
Like I said before, I understand if you take it out of context.
On a separate note, Marcus, Before you entered the house, you were told that Big Brother would remind you of words or language that could cause offence to other people in the house or to the viewing public. Earlier, you used words regarding a housemate's cultural background in a way that could be deemed to be offensive to fellow housemates or to the viewing public. Do you understand?
Which was?
During a discussion with Shri about adding up the shopping list, you said the word 1313s in an imitation of Shri's accent. This, along with the aggressive tone that you used when saying this, is what brought it to Big Brother's attention.
Yeah, you need to step right back from that right now. That's absolute bollocks. If he can say to me all the things that he copies from me, even in that, it's like when he did the task and he goes to me, oh, come on, hurry up, mate, in exactly the same way as I said it to him, then that's racist as well. Don't even start all of that bollocks, because when you start all of that, then it becomes something. If I had an argument with Noreen and I said it in an Irish accent, or if I said it in a Geordie accent, if I said it in any other accent in the house apart from Shree's, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And that's a fact. That's an absolute fact. So you're being racist because you're the one who's saying just because he's Indian, then people could get offended by it. No one else in the house would get offended by it. And I've had this conversation as well with every other person before I've even said I'm going to imitate him, or I even had it with Sheree or anything like that.
Marcus.
What?
Using words regarding a housemate's cultural background, along with an aggressive tone, is what could be deemed offensive.
No, it's not. It's because he's Indian, so why don't you admit it? Seriously, everyone in the house argues with Freddie, and people always say to him, ew, and do his voice and do it back to him. How many times have you called them in? No times at all, and there's been plenty more aggressive arguments with Freddie, and you haven't called any of them in, so I call absolute bullshit on that. Absolute 100% bullshit, insulting bullshit. It's like you're calling me a racist as well now, and it's really getting on my tits. So all of that stuff with Shree didn't bother me, but now I'm bothered, now that you've started all of this absolute claptrap. You need to have a good think about things you say. You know, you're too PC sometimes, and I realise that there's millions of people watching, but at the end of the day, everyone knows right from wrong, and they know what happened like that. And it's sort of like, yeah, a couple of people who can whinge about it, they can fuck off because they're in the wrong and they're the racists. So you need to stick up for people who are in the right as well with this and your programme, and not just give in to a few stupid bloody people who will just moan about the colour of the sky or something like that, because it's absolute fucking poppycock that just spoils everything in society.
As Big Brother has said, Marcus, Big Brother is not accusing anyone of being racist. Big Brother is happy for you to return to the house if you feel in a calmer frame of mind.
Yes, I would like to return to the house, please.
Thank you, Marcus. You're free
you.
to return to the house.
(3:08 p.m). Some of the housemates are in the garden. Marcus, Noreen, Halfwit and Siavash are in the living room.
Hopefully he'll be gone tomorrow. That's all I can
Hope
say.
so, little fucking prick.
I'm so happy that I know I'm the one person in this house that definitely doesn't have to live with Shree after tomorrow.
Yeah, but the only problem is that the public might like that and might like him causing all the drama between everyone. And that's what they probably love.
Big Brother has called Shree to the diary room.
Shree, can you tell Big Brother what happened between yourself and Marcus?
For today's instant, basically, what happened? Everybody shopping task came down, and I was outside the garden, and Sivash came up to me. Shree, come inside, calculate, quickly, we have only 1 hour time. Then I came in down half of the chalk, and I'm doing some calculations. All of a sudden, he got involved in the middle. He was like, keep on saying like, you're too slow, my son, blah, blah, blah. And he take a Mickey out of the way every time he take the Mickey out of the way I talk English. And I don't mind, because if some people do for laugh and enjoy it. It's fair and square. It's a friendliness, okay. But keep on continuing doing it, try to wind me up, and it's bloody... Every time he's like claustrophobic to me. Why, Big Brother? Maybe I'm not perfect in phrases and sentences, but still I can cope with other housemates. Why I have no problem with Lisa? Carly, no problem. Sophie, no problem. Charlie, Chris, I ain't got no problem. Instead of this many people, why you always only picking me up, arguing with me all the time, Big Brother, all the time?
Shree, do you think there's anything you could have done to prevent the argument from happening?
You know what? I ain't got anything word to say. If you suggest me something, what I gonna do? I will sit in the garden, you observe again.
Shri, how do you think you can move forward from your argument?
Nothing, I can't do anything. I'm just trying to be myself, get on with the people who do I get on with. Still, I try to be like, look, even though if you chop my heart right now, there is nothing hard feeling against him. The only one thing I did is I stood up myself.
Thank you, Shri. Big Brother's happy for you to return to the house, but Big Brother suggests that you take some time out with your friends when you return.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri. The door is open.
Thank you.
Thought-provoking stuff there. We'll be seeing you after the break. And welcome back to Big Brother. Now, tonight, two housemates who dabble in the dark art of politics are canvassing for your support. Their names are on the 5th eviction ballot paper, and it's up to you to throw one of them out of office. Who will you send back to their second homes? To evict Halfwit, call 09016 16 16 05. 09016 16 16 05. Or to evict Shri, call 09016 16 16 16. That's 09016 16 16 16. Right, we're back to the house again, where manly Halfwit and gay icon Siavash are shooting the homosexual breeze.
6:31 p.m. Some of the housemates are in the kitchen collecting this week's shopping.
Right, what do you want me to do with this? Just put this in cupboards?
Yeah, put them in. Hold on, is this? Yeah, right. Hold on, where's the rolls? Put the... Oh, they are. Give us the air, babe.
Right, the pasta could go in this one.
Pasta in that one and the spaghetti in that one.
Dogface, Halfwit, Marcus, Noreen and Siavash are in the bedroom.
You'll definitely have the gay gene, though you're not gay.
I definitely have the what?
The gay gene.
What the fuck is the gay gene?
It's an interesting question.
I don't believe that you have
being gay is partially genetic.
You have genetic things. I don't believe in that.
But how would that make sense?
Because everybody have male and female things. What's it called?
Characteristics.
Yeah. Everybody's got.
It's definitely genetic to be gay, though.
Yeah, but like. If I had it, then I would be gay.
That doesn't make... No, not everyone that has the gay gene is actually gay.
I've always thought I'm very manly. That's why I'm very comfortable with... Do you mean? I could wear a fucking dress and go out, I'll still pull out the girls. Yeah. Because I'm really manly.
Well, I'm really manly too. It's like... The point is you have a lot of different characteristics.
I would love to come out and be like a gay sort of... What's the word? Gay icon? Or something?
Gay icon.
A gay icon.
I would love to.
You might already be one.
Yeah.
I would love that. I wouldn't mind that at all. I would not be ashamed. I would not feel bad. There would no reason for me to pretend not to be. If I thought, like, for a second, if I thought maybe I would go out and pull a guy to see, just make sure I've said it all my life. Since I was really young. I am exactly on the border of straight and gay.
Right.
I'm like right at the middle. And I will never tip over.
Yeah, you never tip over, but it's perfectly likely that someone might shove you over, I think.
Believe you, Marcus, my man.
If you had to be with the guy in this house, who would you be with?
See, I can't even think, honestly.
You can't answer that.
Honestly, I can't.
Honestly, answer that.
Especially because I now know the people. Rodrigo.
Okay. Who would you be with?
If I had to be with a guy in this house?
Yeah.
Who would I be with? My first answer would be yes, Siavash.
Yes?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
oh my god.
Oh.
I see the love. Love is in the air.
7:42 p.m. Some of the housemates are in the garden Shri is talking about tomorrow's eviction.
Whatever it is, I'm ready for it, man. You know, it's very lovely time. It's good to meet you. Good luck with the rest of your show.
Thank you. How to say thank you?
Thank you very much.
Good night. Thank you very much.
See, they argue, and then in the end of the argument, thank you very much.
Yeah. Walks off.
See you later.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Halfwit and Siavash are in the bedroom.
Oh, I'm like a girl when it comes to chocolate.
Huh?
I'm like a girl when it comes to chocolate.
I think, Freddie, my man, you're like a girl when it comes to a lot of things.
That's the funny thing, though. It's like, I'm one of the most manly people that a lot of people that I know, and also the most feminine.
Yeah.
Like, you think I'm not manly in here?
Yeah.
I think of myself as manly.
Big Brother has called Marcus to the diary room.
Marcus, you need to listen carefully to what Big Brother is about to say.
Go ahead.
Once Big Brother has spoken, you will have the opportunity to respond. Do you understand?
Yes.
Before you entered the Big Brother house, you were reminded of the rules regarding unacceptable language and behaviour. At 14:07 today, you were involved in an argument with Shri. During this argument, Big Brother called you to the diary room. Big Brother told you that Big Brother felt that this language, in that context, that you used could have been interpreted as threatening. Big Brother also reminded you that Big Brother will not tolerate threatening language in the Big Brother house. Further to this conversation with you in the diary room, Big Brother has spent significant time reviewing the argument between you and Shri in the garden today. The argument between you and Shri went as follows. Shri, what's your language? What's your language? What's your language? Marcus, why don't you make me? Why don't you make me? Why don't you make me? Further to this, Shri said, what's your actions? Thank you, Marcus. I have no time for this. Don't put the finger in my face. It's bad. You said, what's my finger in your face? I'll tell you what, Shri. Tell you what. Shut up, shut up. And when we get outside, then say it then. Say it when we're outside. Don't say a single more thing when we're in here. Let's see if you're so brave. Let's see if you're so brave outside. Whilst Big Brother accepts that housemates will not necessarily get on in the Big Brother house, and that arguments are inevitable, Big Brother will not tolerate the use of language that could be deemed to be threatening. Marcus, Big Brother is in no doubt that your language was threatening. As such, Big Brother is left with no choice other than to issue you with a formal warning. Any further use of language or behaviour that Big Brother deems to be unacceptable may lead to you being removed from the Big Brother house. Do you understand?
Yes.
Big Brother would like to make a distinction between two incidents that happened today. Earlier today, you and Shri had an argument whilst doing the shopping list. Big Brother spoke to you about the language that was used in that conversation, but in that conversation with you, Marcus, Big Brother was merely reminding you of the rules regarding using people's cultural background in a derogatory manner. The formal warning relates to the argument you had with Shri in the garden, not the argument you had when you were doing the shopping list.
OK, right, well, accepted then. We'll leave all of the shopping list aside.
Marcus, is there anything that you would like to say?
Yeah, you're talking shit. That's double standards and complete wank. I'm sorry, but that's complete wank. I was sitting there, I was the recipient of him Look, what? Seriously, what are you talking about? If somebody gets out of a chair, if I get out of a chair now and I come up to your camera and go, like that, that is not as aggressive as just sitting there, minding your own business, saying to someone, you know, if you're going to do something, then don't just talk about it, you do it. How is that? You're just talking absolute bollocks. I'm sorry, but think about it. Think about the words I'm saying. Are we talking in different languages? I get up like this, I come up to you, like that. And someone just sitting down like that and going, all right then, do whatever. Go on, make me. Like that. The only reason you're saying that is because I'm bigger than him. And that's almost like a race thing, or an ageist thing, or a sexist thing. That's absolute bollocks.
Marcus, your age, race and size has nothing to do with this.
Bollocks. Age, size definitely does.
Earlier today, you said to Shri, and I quote, "And when we get outside, then say it then. Say it when we're outside. Don't say a single more thing when we're in here. Let's see if you're so brave. Let's see if you're so brave outside."
Yeah, exactly.
Big Brother is in no doubt that this language is threatening.
No, see, that's you trying to second-guess what I'm thinking. I've explained to you what exactly was going through my mind when I said that. When I say it to him, if he's outside, he's not going to say a single thing. Now, I haven't got a single thing in the world to gain by smacking around a little pissant like that. Like I've said to other people, I could kill him, really honestly kill him with my eyebrow if I wanted to. There's a million billion people out there who need a smack. I've never hit anyone like that in my entire life, and I probably never will. I've got nothing to gain, even by acknowledging his existence outside this house. He has to come in here, and you have to watch it like that and play his little game because he's in it fucking hours and hours a day, bloody crying and pissing in his pants about anything that he can just get a bit of sympathy about, and it's obviously worked. So shame on you for falling for his absolute stupid, pathetic, transparent little plans just to come in here and just make us all look like absolute idiots, because that's what he's doing, and you're falling for it, and it's just offensive, and it's just spoiling every single thing that your show's supposed to stand for. So you need to grow a pair and get him in here and say, look, it's not all about you, you little fucker. There are rules in this place, you know what I mean? And make a fucking precedent, and then hopefully people watching can actually get something positive from it, instead of always fawning to little pissant wankers like that, spoiling every single thing that society has good going for it.
Marcus, Big Brother treats all housemates equally.
Bollocks. Absolute bollocks, and this is proof of it.
Marcus, Big Brother's decision is final. The diary room door is now open.
Oh, well done. My fucking tea's gone cold now, you stupid wankers. Is that my grub out there?
You've just got to keep it.
Let's do it on the table.
What do you want? They're a bunch of fucking wankers.
What do you want?
Just fucking bum-licking Shri again.
Say it.
What happened? Just fucking bum-licking that fucking little toe rag. I swear to God, if I kick off next time and then you lot protect him, I'm not threatening or anything like that, but if I'm right, you better fucking say I'm right, because sitting here and having him act like that and people protecting him is just fucking not on. He's got his entire house wrapped around his fucking finger, and them fucking stupid blind pricks in there. PC fucking morons.
8:16 p.m. Some of the housemates are in the kitchen. Chris, Dogface and Rodrigo are in the bedroom.
He's not an innocent little thing, Shri. I like him, but he's not... wouldn't trust him as far as I can throw it. I think he's a little fucker.
He is, I suppose. He does, I don't know.
He does play kind of people.
He does say
hide
stuff
behind people, and he does say stuff that would annoy people. He brings it all on himself. But I just don't want him to go this week, because I'd rather fucking Freddie go.
Marcus, Halfwit and Siavash are in the living room.
They've been giving you, they called you in to
Yeah,
talk about
just
that
giving
again.
another load of old fucking bollocks trying to protect that little fucking toe rag. I'll tell you what we need to do is we all just need to go, look, enough.
What do they say now?
They're just banging on the same about, oh, that was definitely threatening, fucking, you know, it's a proper warning.
just wait till tomorrow, see what happens. Because if you say too much,
well, that's what I'm saying. If he's still here after tomorrow, then there's going to be a significant change in this house, because I don't give a fuck what happens to me. Now that they've got involved and they've taken his side, and in a situation like that where it was like 75% him being aggressive and 25% me, and I've got the warning, and they've said to me, we're not doing anything to him. Now it's changed. Now it's between me and them, and it's got nothing to do with Shree.
I'll say it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah, like, still,
the precise words you use, I know for 100% certain you did not mean it that way at all. But the precise words you used resembled some of the words people use if they're in a pub with somebody and they want to step outside and have a fight. Like, you know, do you want to say that to my face? Do you want to step outside? You know? So
I reckon because if you said that to me or to someone else and they didn't, they were just like, fuck you, nothing would happen. But because he says threat, as soon as he says the word threat, they have to cover their back.
I swear to God, though, if it was the other way round,
nothing would happen.
From what happened with me and Shree, I'd have been gone, like, whatever he said to me, if it was the other way round, I'd have been gone.
Yeah, straight away.
No fucking about. There'd just been no way
See,
at all.
and that's the kind of people, like Shree, when they play the card, people dislike me and people like me because of the thing that's been said.
Yeah.
But they think we all think the same way. And we always use a card. I've never in my life I've used a racist card or foreign card. That's what I was saying to him. Do not use the fucking foreign card, because you give all of us a bad name.
Shree is the only person that I noticed that he's from another country or another culture.
That's what I'm saying.
Brings it up.
Brings it up.
Yeah.
Like Rodrigo says I always am Brazilian, but in a good way. I'm like,
yeah,
I
love England. You know, it's like appreciating it. You know, like, oh, sorry, we can imitate his voice. Woohoo! Freddie, please come to the dining room. Oh no!
They probably start doing that now.
I didn't mean that. I love Rodrigo. Sorry.
Wow, Marcus and his amazing eyebrow. Sorry. Will you set to Shree free? Or have you finally had your fill of half-wit? The final juicy bit of action from the house after the break? To Big Brother 2009. We're here in the Big Brother mosh pit. It's a place where Big Brother legends are made and reality dreams are shattered. Who are you going to shoot to pieces? To evict halfwit, call 09016 16 16 05. That's 09016 16 16 05. Or to evict Shree, call 09016 16 16 16. That's 09016 16 16 16. Right, we've got time now for our final bit of house action. And as the dust sort of settles on an eventful day, who better to sum up the drama than Lord Halfwit?
9:20 p.m. Rodrigo and Marcus are in the living room.
How can you let, many people would like to have this opportunity. So how can you let something not so important to ruin your opportunity?
But that's the thing.
And then think about this problem, Shree and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. This is so small compared to...
What would you do if they said in the diary room, you're not allowed to respect England anymore? You're not allowed to respect England anymore. When you come out here, you've got to say bad things about England all the time. You say one bad thing about England and you get a warning and you go. What would you do? Would you tell them to fuck off and say, no, I'm not going to give up what I believe in. I'm not going to give up myself just for your
I don't even think about this. I would never say bad things about England.
Yeah, exactly.
The last thing I would...
In the same way is that I won't stand by and watch bad people do bad things and get away with it.
Lisa, Shree and Carly are at the bus stop.
And sometimes I think people are just not worth rowing with. You just think, God, and I think you've done all that. You've controlled yourself. You haven't been, nasty to anyone and being aggressive at all. You've been a gentleman to all the ladies, I mean, I felt like a princess while I've been in here because you've just spoiled me. You know, least gonna get you anything.
No. If you are the same age of me, I wouldn't care that much with you. The only one thing I'm telling you why I'm sticking up with you is because my mom and dad tell me if you respect elders, the more you respect more than a god. God is...
But you don't have to respect me because I'm older than I.
No, it's not. The way your attitude, and also, for an example, look, Marcus is also 11 years older than me. Why I don't give him that much respect? But I give him respect as an age, but I will think him is a 35-year-old donkey.
Yeah. You're not the only one that feels that strong about it. That's why I'm saying you stay like that, because you'll get a lot more people.
You've got a lot of respect for women. And there's a certain...
You've got a lot of respect for men too.
You do.
"12:32 a.m. As part of their shopping, housemates have hired a selection of inflatables for 24 hours. Most of the housemates are in the garden.
Last book, final book.
Another one, Freddie.
Marcus and Noreen are in the sitting room.
Didn't do any karate today.
No, no karate today.
Do you really want to do that?
I do want to do karate.
I really, like...
You never said to me,
it
but
really upsets me when people say, oh yeah, I do want to do it, and they really don't.
No, I do want to do it.
And the same like with massages and stuff like that. If you don't want to
No, I do want to do it because I obviously want to exercise and do things to exercise, but we just get riled up in other things in the day and drama happens and then...
Big Brother has called Halfwit to the diary room.
Hello, Halfwit.
Hello, Big Brother.
How are you today?
Really, really lovely, thank you. It's been a wonderfully harmonious day in the house, and I think definitely a day where people have understood each other better. Shri was off on one earlier with Marcus, and my views on that is that I do not for 1 minute believe Marcus was actually threatening Shri, and I do not for one even miniature microsecond think that Marcus was intending to insult the Indian language, as Shri came outside claiming. I think Shri has been very cynical in his attacks on Marcus. Marcus can get a bit fierce, Marcus can get a bit hot-headed, but he's not attacking Shri, verbally or otherwise. Shri can be a really nasty piece of work in those sort of situations. Any interaction like that gets heated, it's not about the truth in the situation, it's not about opinions. This is just Shri's massive ego attacking and defending. He's not trying to convince... He doesn't believe for a second, I don't think, that Marcus was really insulting his culture or, language. He just wants to be right. He starts arguments by attacking people, and they don't even attack him back, they just raise their voices. And then he plays the victim in a very cynical way. Oh, God. No, he's awful. What can I say? He's awful. Charming sometimes, but he's awful. Definitely looking forward to not sharing a house with him next week. Whatever happens. Yeah.
He reminded me a bit of Nicky Graham then. He's awful! He's awful! OK, so the lines are about to close. To Shri or not to Shri? Or will the slings and the arrows of outrageous fortune finally skewer Halfwit? Join me at 10:35 for the 5th eviction of the series. I'm going to be joined by reality TV legend Kelly Osbourne and body language expert Judy James. I'll see you a bit later on, straight after 8 out of 10 cats.
Sophie does this, Sophie just goes.
Excuse me, pal, what's the time?
She opens her eyes a little bit wider, she goes.
Sophie does the same
6 o'clock.
How's
yours?
And then
You pull a funny fish, Yavash.
Hold on.
That's good. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's a crack at that one. Oh, it's a crack at that one.
I was thinking about the class.